What's going on YouTube? So if you're interested in the Toyota Tacoma, and a lot of you guys are because this is the best-selling midsize pickup truck, as the windshield says, you're gonna know all about the fact that the Tacomas are just now starting to arrive at dealerships. And you might be tempted to pick up one, but there's a few trim levels that aren't available yet, and this is one of them that's not quite available yet. This is the TRD Pro. This is really like one of the ultimate off-road trim levels of this new Tacoma. And you know, we want to take another look at this TRD Pro. We want to talk a little bit about the features and figure out if you should go ahead and buy a Tacoma right now, or should you wait a little bit longer and hold out for this TRD Pro. Now, as soon as you look at the front of this TRD Pro, I think you'll notice that this is really a special version of the Tacoma because it has a really cool look. Now, of course, all the models do have redesigned faces that I think look both handsome and very rugged. This one here is going to have kind of a premium vibe, but also a very rugged look. Up here in the front, we're gonna have kind of that heritage finish on the grille. So Toyota is going to be spelled out just like you'll find in the future on things like the Land Cruiser when that comes out as well. Another really cool thing is that you have the big hood scoop up here on the top. This is going to be finished in a gloss black, which I think looks really, really nice with this color. So this is known as terracotta, and this is a really, really nice design on this. Just looks great. They even matched the carpet to this, which I think is hilarious. A lot of color going on over here, but we do have the gloss black down here on the lower part of the fascia. We have the Rigid Industry version of the fog lights, and that's going to pair nicely again with the integrated lights inside of the grille itself. That's kind of an accessory a lot of people used to do on their own. Toyota's integrating it into the grille really nicely this year for this new model. Coming into the headlights themselves, these are going to be very similar to the other versions of the Tacoma, so you do have full LEDs with projectors. These are going to be the premium ones that have sequential turn signals as well. Another place you're going to know this is a special Toyota product is over here at the wheels. So let's kind of dig into some of the details. These are going to be 18-inch alloy wheels with a kind of matte black finish. We have our red TRD branding on board. Obviously, you're going to have rugged all-terrain tires as well. These are Goodyear Wrangler tires to be specific. But I think what's really behind that is going to be one of the things that really makes this TRD Pro stand out, is because each version of the Tacoma comes with basically a purpose-built suspension for the intended use. So a lot of people use these kind of for like higher speed off-roading. This is going to allow you to do things like actually take a jump and land in comfort, because this is a very good suspension in that regard. We really look forward to as well, I want to point out, testing this out fully in the coming months with some off-roading. 100% definitely going to do some off-roading in this TRD Pro. Now, you also have the flared wheel arches here. These are going to be finished in gloss black. You've got your TRD Pro branding right there at the top. Gloss black finish on the mirrors as well. And I'll let Mason talk about the fact that we have gloss black on the roof.
Yeah, so you heard Drew, we do have a two-tone roof option on this Tacoma TRD Pro, and boy, I have to say this absolutely looks fantastic. And you know, I'm trying not to be biased in our reviews, but I will say this is probably my favorite mid-size truck when it comes to styling. This thing looks incredible here in person. I love this paint color as well. Now, as far as some of the side design elements, we do have blacked out door handles as well, the blacked out wheel surrounds and that nice piano finish. And I do want to point out, since this is a TRD Pro, you're going to get the standard double cab configuration with the short bed here in the back. That's the only way you're going to be able to get the TRD Pro model. Now, coming around to the rear design of this new Tacoma, of course, we have a beautiful look back here as well. We have all those new elements that we've seen on every Tacoma model, but it's just kind of beefed roofed up for the TRD Pro specifically. Now, as far as the tailgate, we have TRD Pro branding. So instead of Tacoma, it now says TRD Pro. We're also going to have this piece right through the top. This is going to be a piano black piece. I really like that. It adds a lot of contrast to the overall design. And as far as our taillights, these are going to be full LED taillights. Once again, a very premium look for this all-new model. Down here at the bottom, we have a beefy bumper design. We also have recovery hooks finished in a nice red color. The tow rating is going to be estimated at 6,000 pounds. It's going to be a little bit less since we do have the hybrid max on board for this TRD Pro model. Now, well, actually, I can't open up the tailgate because the vehicle is locked, but we would have a power tailgate as an option. And then inside of the bed itself, you just have your traditional Tacoma affair. It is going to be a 5-foot short bed. I also want to point out that the Tacoma TRD Pro isn't going to jip you when it comes to safety systems. You're going to have all of your safety systems as standard equipment on this model, so I'm definitely happy to see that as well. But guys, let's go ahead and discuss the interior because there's a lot to talk about in there. But first,
if you're new here, we're brothers, and we've been reviewing cars since we were 12
and 16. We may be young, but we love cars.
And we'd love for you to subscribe to be a part of our Car Confections family. Let's learn a lot, have some fun with all the latest cars.
Let's talk a little bit about the inside. Now, you can see the text right here on the window. Prototype vehicle is locked, but in Hawaii, we did get some time to get inside the vehicle, really touch all the points inside of the cabin. And obviously with the TRD Pro, this is going to be, a top trim level of the Tacoma. So you're going to get all the signature Tacoma elements, but things are going to be elevated in certain ways. The biggest thing that is elevated though are the seats. So you've probably seen the photos and stuff, and it's unfortunately very difficult to see from the back because the windows are heavily tinted, but these are the super, super cool seats. These seats have basically a built-in suspension on them, again, because the TRD Pro is kind of set up so that you can do jumps, and that's going to be something that's going to help you be able to do that in comfort, in addition to having the truck be able to handle that as well. Now, other elements inside the cabin are very premium. You got the largest display option, 14 inches. You've got all the cameras. You have the removable JBL speaker that you're going to take with you on the go. You guys have seen all the different things. Well, actually, you just go ahead and insert a clip to give you a little bit of a better idea of some of the hands-on things inside the cabin. You can get a red interior, for example, and we'll go ahead and take a look at that. Let's go ahead and take a peek inside the cabin of this TRD Pro. Now, we'll remind you, if you want to really break down all the individual features, we've already produced a first look that really extensively dives into the interior. This is just going to be a little bit more focused on what's different with this TRD Pro. Now, it'll be pretty obvious, one of the main things that's different as soon as we look inside. We've got these big, beautiful red bucket seats. So as you can see, unique design, very sporty, definitely going to hold you in place. And of course, I just love red. As you know, we're big fans of red interiors. Now, as far as your door trim, you're going to see a lot of TRD branding throughout, including right there. So TRD Pro, got the nice leather wrapping through here, red accents, as well as red accent stitching along the top. We've got the aluminum pedals and a special steering wheel as well. And just overall, a really, really nice look. It's very handsome looking. It also is very tough and rugged looking. Now, even though this is a rugged model, you're not doing without the luxury, because TRD Pro as well as Trailhunt are positioned as top trim levels, which means you're going to have all the luxury and technology basically that the Limited has. That includes full digital 12.3-inch gauge cluster, 14-inch touchscreen display. We have the digital camera mirror. You have wireless charging. You have a sunroof up here, and really a lot of features that you maybe wouldn't even expect, including a heated steering wheel and heated and ventilated seats. All right, so what's under the hood of this TRD Pro? Well, as you'd expect, it is going to be the most powerful version of the Tacoma powertrain. It's going to be the iForce Max hybrid system. So this is going to be pairing a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with a hybrid system. And this is a hybrid. Obviously, you might have efficiency gain, but what you really have is a lot of power gain. Total power on this is 326 horsepower, but 465 pound-feet of torque. And I want to remind you guys, that is nearly double the previous V6 engine that was in the TRD Pro's torque output. So huge change when it comes to torque, and that's going to be really great, I think, when it comes to both on-road and off-road performance. Now, in terms of the transmission, you are going to have an 8-speed automatic. The hybrid system, though, cannot be paired with a manual. So if you want a manual transmission, you're going to have to choose one of the lower trim levels of the Tacoma. That's something to keep in mind. And lastly here, in terms of fuel economy, there's no official EPA ratings out yet on this model, but we do anticipate they'll be available soon because this will be, on sale pretty soon.
And finally here, let's talk about pricing information. We don't have official information just yet on how much this TRD Pro is going to cost. However, one can assume it is going to slot in quite a bit above what the Limited is currently at as the top point on the traditional Tacoma models. That starts at around 52 grand plus destination is around $54,000. So I would expect personally that this TRD Pro will cost around $60,000 and may even go a little bit higher than that, especially as you go into some of the other trim levels like the Trail Hunter. But guys, we want to know your thoughts about this new Tacoma down below, so be sure to comment your thoughts. Do you love this Terra color? Do you love the TRD Pro? Let us know down below. And if you're looking to buy this Toyota Tacoma or any new vehicle, we would encourage you to go to carconfections.com/newcarquotes. Now, why you do that is because we have a tool on our website that will connect you with local dealers in your area to get you the best price on your new vehicle. It's also going to give you access to invoice pricing information if you'd like to take advantage of that. Anyway, we'll catch you next time as we sample more of the latest automotive delicacies. Thanks for watching.